Welcome. If you are watching this live after, just message. We'll find you eventually. I've been getting a couple of messages coming through, downloads about a second coming. This is this has nothing to really do with religion. It's really a second coming to your life. A second coming to using your gift, your knowledge, your wisdom, and it's a second coming to just doing right in life. You, the second coming is not the first coming that you thought happened. That was just like a test run to your ability to your introduction of who and what you are. Your source was only, to you it might have been small, but to source itself, your source, it was much bigger than what it seemed. In the beginning of the time of your awareness or your awakening, you understand the law of attraction. You understand what type of spirit attracts your spirit and what type of life you attract for your spirit to live. Meaning, this time, you are putting it into action. So, more people will come to you, good and bad, all types of light, all types of different source. But that doesn't mean you should un like make yourself small for yourself to fit in with a group of people who don't even see themselves. This is much more to that. This second coming of your gift is being activated because the universe, the law of self, understood what it needs to do in the design of the moment. It cannot just be in the moment because it was programmed to. It's being in the moment because you are creating it in the mind and living out instead of being fantasized about it or just being in the land of the dream. Either way, this is not a test anymore. You don't need to be tested. You are in your healthiest wealth season. It might look small to you, but source is picking up a whole different frequency, a whole different timeline for it to actually fully manifest, for you to grasp. It had to wait for you consciously to be aware of its own energy so that you may understand that this was all out of love and light. Because everything you create came from the pit of darkness, but it took your consciousness, your spirit, to make it light. So what if the people around you still don't approve of you? The whole concept of coming into creation, coming into the gift, is accepting thyself instead of wanting validation from other people, approval of you, because their opinion doesn't matter. That's their world that they see you in. There's a world that you created yourself to see yourself in. It's not just one world, it's all worlds, it's all versions of you. And sometimes when the gifts keeps giving, when you open up the present, there are full of gifts inside, full of objects inside, full of life to explore. You don't need to explore life with this one person. You don't need to explore life with just this one family. Even the one you created, even the children you have, even the people you bound yourself loyalty to, is all part of a design to get you out of something you have no business in being in loop. If you want to put yourself in a loop type of future, see yourself healthy and wealthy, not enslaved by your environment. Because at our last days, we don't know when is our last reincarnation or when is the last time we ever get to see the gift. Always control it. But, but, people will always have an opinion about what it is that you're designing for your life because they don't see themselves doing it. They don't see how you can accomplish it. But the whole thing is to not fear in their illusion, but let them fear in the creation. Let them fear in God. Let them fear the God within you, the energy, the source, so that they too can rise up in the moment because each one of us is, it's like different generations. Like for me, the gift is I get to create a, if I wanted to in the future, I could create somebody like me, or I can create myself just like me into that future. You can do the exact same thing. It's unlocking the blueprint, it's unlocking the will. And this is an example. This is what each generation tried to do, but some failed, but some didn't. But in our generation of our new era of wealth, we have so much advantage. We can't see ourselves broke. We can't see ourselves not having anything because the things that we need to provide for ourselves, it will come. It will already be. It already is. It's in the will. And that's what I'm learning. And that's what I peeped. Because step one, I'm just going to get into it. Step one. Spirit was telling me not to say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. There's a reason why. Because one, the lower self of you is listening, and the higher self of you is listening too at the same time. Mine is always open. You can tell by my energy, by my frequency, how I move sometimes. But I learned to control it. I tell the lower self of me not to manipulate the higher self into his own consciousness, but higher self kind of manipulates the lower self. And I told higher self, can you be equal with thyself? Because that's how you end up in the sink, in a sinkhole. But anyway, some people were successful. I'm not gonna name a specific race or a specific. Well, I can name the generation. I can't name the race, even though it's in my mind. But that would be cheating for them, and then they keep continuing with theirs. But at the same time, they're kind of showing you how it's done in reality, how to actually make a healthy, wealthy family, a generation of family of wealth. So here's how it starts. They get a kid with a gift, whether it was born naturally or adopted. They experience the kid's gift throughout time. They watch the kid, how it developed its gift, how it grew into it, what was teaching it. Even if it wasn't taught by the parent or the generation before the parent, it was a natural gift gifted down. Whether it can be anything, whether it could be basketball, like sports, music, writing, singing, poetry, comedy, stand up, pastor, whatever. That's a gift, I guess. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, which I'm going to explain different types of gifts while we're gifted with these abilities And then some people are gifted with supernatural abilities also with it. It's so hard to explain. It's supernatural to them because it's only in the minds of what they can see in the third eye. But to somebody, to somebody else, it might look ridiculous what they're doing, and I can completely understand because our gifts makes us see it in different paths and different timelines and different types of generation because our gifts attracts certain people because we're using a euphoria called or like euphoria or an emotion that get us hype into that reality, into that mind space of creating something. Each generation tried to find this one special kid that can break all generational curses by becoming the gift, but the environment can sometimes, not just the environment, just the people around the child of the gift can enslave it. So that therefore the child is gifting its gift to enslavement. But we was born to be free of our own creation so we can escape the reality of matrix or our real or our own reality of matrix. It's three different, four, five, seven, nine different types of dimensions. Well, 12. There's 13 disciples. So that's a lot of matrix within matrix. A lot of dimensions within dimension. Them two had to experience their own. You want to call it program, I guess? Sure. Or a plantation. Sure. Corporate. Sure. When a gift no longer just a gift, because you're getting paid for it by other parties instead of getting gifted naturally, spiritually, with more spiritual gifts. There's two different types of riches, two different types of abundance, physical and spiritual abundance. I get more spiritual abundance and I also get wealth abundance. It comes in multiple ways. I don't have to explain my pocket of gold. I can just teach you how to make your pocket of gold. You're not a leprechaun, no. But if you are attracted to green, yes, you might as well be. You might as well enslave yourself to chain yourself with your creation. I'm trying to free you from your creation because even what you can create it, other people can see it and enslave you in it. It's all because of their agenda, but it's also because of Allah, what He had plans. He, the God of you, had plans for. So, you're gonna attract a lot of people, a lot of bad people, bad and good. You'll know who has good intention of helping you succeeding this reality, and you'll know who doesn't. So if this message finds you, I can't tell you if you're there or not. You have to decide if you're there or not. You have to be aware of your awareness of what is there is. You have to be aware what space you are in consciousness. Like I'm growing up, honestly, and somewhat, but I'm still childlike. There's a reason. I'd rather stay away for a while because there's a version of me already experienced all of this, grew out all of this. there's a version of me that's processing this because it's trying to understand why the hell it had to happen that way. We all know why life had to happen that way. Why these people was rude to you, why you had to do this to that person. It's all for you to get into alignment, whether it was good or bad. In the eye. I called my eye Allah because it, it needed a name. Because it's not separate, it's the same consciousness. Just because I can pick duality doesn't mean I need to keep doing it. Splitting everything in half into different, into, blah, into two different paths. They can just be the same. But I don't know. If this message finds you, you're in the right path. Don't let people get you out of what you know about yourself, what you believe in, what you see in the mind, what you feel, what you want to accomplish, what do you want to achieve, what do you see yourself 10 years from now. Everything was introducing you to you, whatever setting you had it on, its consciousness, that is what it's going to vibrate off of until it learns to transform into any consciousness in the environment without letting go of thyself. You're the magician of you. You're Allah. You're God. So, Allah knows your attention, your source, you. It knows exactly when and where that you're supposed to be in this world, and it's not programmed by anything outside of you. And nothing can a journey. So have fun.